Hey everyone, welcome back. So we are going to be doing another wash today. Today is kind of like a do-over, making up for my last wash video. We're not going to do that again with the Raptor, but we're going to do it with the Camaro as promised, because I am going to do a D-drives really soon. And it is a little bit dirty, which I'll show you in a little bit. I know you guys are probably like, that doesn't look dirty at all, but it is dirty. But first, can we appreciate how nice this Camaro looks here with like this beautiful greenery around it? It looks amazing. Maybe it's just me, but it looks so nice. And again, we're at the same location, of course. I love how it just has the shade. It just feels nice and cool, and just seeing my Camaro here is like perfect. Good news for today is that I have the proper setup. I was not going to wash this Camaro with the setup with the Raptor. I mean, that was just because I just didn't think that, well, I thought it was gonna work, but it didn't. Anyways, I have the proper fittings today, so we're going to do things right with the pressure washer. Of course, I have my 2 buckets, the same thing I had last time with the Raptor. We have also the foam device, the soap. So again, I'm gonna start off with the wheels, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the car. Car is dirty. It's not as dirty as the Raptor, just because the Raptor is something that is driven pretty much daily. This, not really. I'm trying to think, when was the last time? I don't remember. I'm just being honest here. The Raptor is just a lot more convenient, and going with the dogs, just going anywhere, the Raptor is my #1 choice. I do still love this, but it's just not convenient, especially with it being lowered with the lip. Anyways, it is pretty dirty. Let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. So the Camaro doesn't have like the Raptor, where it had like just that dirt packed on, just because it hasn't been washed in a very long time. This is better taken care of. This does have like pretty detailed washes, and they haven't been by me. I actually have someone come, and he does a really good job at washing the cars, but it's just been sitting in the garage. I have taken it out here a few times, so it's mostly like a lot of dust. So you can see that. I know some people are probably gonna be like, oh, don't do that because it's gonna damage the paint. It's not that serious. So it does have that. It's just, since I guess, well, the white Raptor, unless you got really close, you could see the dirt. But this car also, it hides the dirt pretty well until you go up closer and you're like, oh, that is pretty dirty. The wheels, these wheels are like a different color right now, just because of all their dirt too, but they are they are pretty dirty. And again, it's not that serious. Nothing's going to happen if I touch it like that. So again, we will start off with the wheels. I'll go ahead and get my buckets ready, and then we can do a more thorough wash with the wheels, and then move on to the rest of the car. We are off to a great start. Just finished the wheels on the Camaro, and again, this is how it's always supposed to be with this pressure washer. This is like the best setup. This is so much better compared to the Raptor, but the wheels are done, so now they are exactly how it's supposed to be. So there's absolutely no dirt. So again, back to being new, shiny, and clean how it's supposed to be. Again, the same thing. I absolutely love this. This is like pretty fast and pretty easy. I mean, having that pressure washer really does make a huge difference. Like, I absolutely hated when I was washing the wheels on the Raptor. It was like, what a nightmare. But this, I'm like, this is going by so much easier, and I can also tell the difference that it does clean it a lot better. I mean, now the wheels are done, so we're going to move on to the body of the Camaro. So first we're going to start off rinsing it, then we're going to foam it, then we're going to wash it. I feel like this time, since I do have everything properly, like all the right equipment, this is going to go by a lot faster. And also because, I mean, it is much smaller than the Raptor. Even though sometimes every single time I wash this car, I'm just like dreading it, just because it has like a lot of angles, especially here towards the front, and like washing this grill is not particularly like my favorite thing. It's probably the most annoying thing when it comes to the Camaro, but compared to the Raptor, I'll do this a million times. And also, I mean, because I have the pressure washer, I can just imagine having a regular hose. I'd be like, no thank you, especially the front part right here. So let's go ahead and start with that and finish off. getting to it. So I just dried it off. This process was so much easier. I'm so happy with how it looks now. It looks back to normal, clean. Again, it wasn't that dirty like the Raptor. That was like insane because like never gets washed. This does. This has like its maintenance washes and it just stays pretty clean. The only thing is that it does collect dust. So again, it was just taking some dust off, but it is nice and ready. It is all ready to go for the D drives. I'm very excited to film the D drives with my Camaro. I've been wanting to do the D drives for like some time now, but the car, I don't know, it's either I didn't have time or I knew the car wasn't ready, and I'm like, okay, let me just get this car washed and then do that video. So that D drives is probably going to be maybe like a few days from now, not exactly sure when, but it is coming. I got the wash done, so I have no excuse now. I'm so excited. And another thing is that it does look nice in this area, but I was kind of like wasn't sure if the Camaro was gonna go through here just because it isn't as low, as at least like the entrance to take it all the way back here isn't as like, there's not enough clearance, but it was enough for the Camaro. Now I do need to wash the Shelby. That car needs like a thorough wash, but I'm not gonna do that next just because that's gonna require a lot of work. But the Viper, I do need to wash that one. Again, that one is kind of like in the same state as the Camaro. It's more dusty than anything just because, again, it does have like its maintenance washes. It does have its like regular upkeep, but it's just pretty dusty. So I do plan on doing that one sometime soon, not sure exactly when, but it's not gonna be here just because I know that Viper is not clearing it here, so it'll be in another location. But I enjoyed washing my Camaro. It was a much more pleasant and enjoyable experience than the Raptor. Having the right equipment really does make a huge difference. It was like night and day, and again, it's my car and I absolutely love the Camaro. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.